102.7 WMMS.
216-578-1007. You want to join us on the phone? 800-348-1007 and 35192. Send me a text. About 10 minutes from now, going to be another $1,000 for you to win. Looking ahead during today's show, the way it lays out is you got a chance 2:30, 4:30, 5:30, and 6:30. We don't do one at 3:30. Invariably, people will text me around 3:30 and go, play the goddamn text. We don't do it at 3:30. I don't know why. It's above my pay grade. Nevertheless, there's going to be $4,000 for people to win on the show today. So about 9 minutes from now is going to be your next chance to text and win that. You can join us anytime, by the way, on the Alan Cox Show After Hours line. You're not joining us live, but if you listen via podcast or whatever, you can always leave a message for us. 216-986-8903. I always, in the morning, one of my first orders of business is I'm always going through the messages from the After Hours line. Mm-hmm. And a pattern that I'm noticing forming is more and more people are calling me drunk. This is a line that has been repurposed over the years. Many years ago, I did the Alan Cox Show drunk dial line, which was fun for a couple of weeks, you know, when it was people calling with kind of strange things to say, and then it just became people calling and blathering on incoherently, and it became less fun, less usable on the show. So I repurposed it as the After Hours line for people who, we have a lot of people who listen on podcasts, can't listen live, whatever. They can leave a message whenever they want. But I got a lot of just drunken messages from people that I'm not going to air because they went on and on and on and on and on. But I heard all of them, and I appreciate you reaching out, and I hope you're doing okay. If you listen to the show on iHeartRadio from outside of Ohio, tell me where you do that. The aforementioned podcast listeners. Dash is a new listener in Durham, North Carolina. He hit me up and said, I'm a big fan of Poundcake. Love the show. Big fan of Poundcake. He singled you out, Cody.
Wow.
That's Dash, North Carolina. The North Carolinians are flying the Poundcake flag.
Poundcake, the assassin.
North Carolina, come on and raise up. Take your shirt off. Cause you're like a helicopter. That's for you, Dash.
That was the best.
Mm-hmm.
God, I loved that song.
It's for you, Dash.
That's a hype song. Everyone knows clear the dance floor if you're going to play that.
That was...
I only know it from you guys singing it.
Yeah, I don't know that song.
You don't know that Petey Pablo?
No.
Oh, my goodness. So that was...
Now, granted, I'm surprised I don't, because, as you know, I spend many, many hours in the club over the course of my career, but that one escaped me.
When I was in like middle school, so it was like probably 5th, 6th, and 7th grade when this was popular, they did a dance on the Saturday nights at the Brook Park Rec Center. Yeah. And it was called the Canteens, or we would just call it the Rec Dance or whatever. And that was one of the songs that like everybody was just a bunch of 11-year-olds like going nuts to
us. Yeah, I know.
So what year would this have been?
This would have been like 2000 to 2002.
I would have been doing a lot of club gigs then, but I don't remember that song.
Yeah.
Huh.
And we would have like T-shirts, or if they gave away like free stuff, and you're like spinning around your head like, oh my god, that was like one of that one.
When you were 11.
When I was 11.
Yeah.
That one, Freak-a-Leak. That was a big one.
I remember
Raise
that.
Up was 2001.
Yeah. No, I know. I was like, I know 6th grade was when we were going, and they would tie a little piece of yarn around your wrist, and it was a different color each week. And
like a rainbow party.
Well, but
they get you started early.
No,
I understand.
It was a different color each week, so it was like cool to see how many you could keep on your wrist, like how many weeks in a row you went to the
like
rec
a rainbow
dances.
party. I got you.
Not a rainbow party.
I understand. I don't know how they did it there in Berea or whatever, but
it was in Brook Park.
Brook Park, even better.
But it was just a bunch of preteens grinding on each other.
God, school dances were the worst. It was the worst. Just
this wasn't like a school function. This was something that the rec did and just let children.
But like we're sober.
No, you don't
dance.
know the worst because neither of you went to Catholic school and had rec night. Oh, that was a lot of fun.
You want to go to a weird dance? Go to a Mormon dance. Okay.
So there's in this room alone, there's a sliding scale of worst.
Mine was great. This is when like the little hip huggers were big. So there was super low jeans, and we would be 11 and 12 with like our thong strings pulled out above.
You had the whale tail when you were 12.
We saw Christina Aguilera was like the thing.
But you guys were like junior high hoes.
We were junior high hoes. Christina Aguilera, dirty
junior hoes.
Now, would you you'd wear it regular, and then when you get there, you'd pull the thong up.
My parents
Yeah.
didn't even know that I had one.
This
Like
feels
this
so
is
pervy.
something.
You're 12 years old wearing a thong.
All
It
my
sounds so
girlfriends
gross.
did. We would hide them from our parents and then like hand wash them at sleepovers.
Oh, yuck.
Because we were like, we didn't want our parents to know. A lot of times we would steal them. God, I was a bad kid.
God, the
I
things
tell these
that
stories-
you crazy kids did. So you were 12, stealing thongs, hand washing them in Woolite or whatever.
No, there's like Dawn dish soap. It was never
Dish soap. What a
Well,
skanky
they would
life.
get greasy, so
You gotta wash
cuts
them.
right through the
You
grease.
couldn't put it in the laundry because your parents did your laundry and you didn't want them to see your underwear.
I did my laundry.
Your skanky underwear
Oh,
when you're
God.
12.
Ugh, getting all frothy at the school dance.
I think my kids start doing their laundry around 12.
Yeah.
Like 11, 12, because it just because I was the one that would do the laundry, and then when they realized I was the one doing it, they're like, I'm gonna learn to do my own laundry.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
I
was a
think
good
my
thing.
parents taught us in like kindergarten. Here's how you do laundry.
Well, I knew
started-
how to do laundry, but if my parents were doing it already, coming into my room, grabbing all my stuff, I didn't want them to see. I didn't want
I
to see
think in
my
middle
what?
school I
thongs.
started doing my own laundry too.
I would hide mine in my mattress. There was
I
like a little
wish.
slit in my mattress that I would hide my thongs in.
I wish that I had had a consigliere like you when I was younger because, boy, hiding my thongs from my parents.
Was it tough?
It was a full-time job.
Yeah.
It really, really was.
I still have to hide my thongs from my parents.
Oh.
They're always like, I heard. You're wearing thongs, Bill.
That whale tail, I'm telling you. Yeah, we would do that.
Bill, we're tired of seeing your hot pink butt floss.
Oh my God, what was that?
Get out of here. Were
The
you partial
dog catcher.
Were you partial to a color? Or just
Anything.
whatever you black, whatever you could
grab,
get,
pink,
whatever you
didn't matter.
grab,
Whatever
whatever
you-
you could steal and throw into your purse.
Correct.
Into your Powerpuff Girls purse.
Probably. Wow. That like the dog catcher.
George Clinton.
There
Atomic
was
Dog.
Atomic Dog. There was a line dance to that where we would get on all fours
Bow
and like,
wow wow yippee yo
Yeah.
yippee yay.
like hump the ground. Children, 11, 12-year-olds.
Why must I be
listen.
like that? Why must I chase the cat? Nothing but the dog am I.
See, so Poundcake, you want to know why I made it move? I've had 18 years experience dancing like a slut.
And she's only 30.
That was a big thing when I was in the Philippines. The little girls would. The most popular
Yes.
music group was called the Sex Bombs.
This was a Mormon. No, this wasn't a
this is
Mormon band.
Philippine
Filipino.
thing.
Oh, Filipino.
Yeah, the Sex Bomb Girls is what they were called. And so they had these different dances that they would do, and one's called like the Ocho Ocho. And these girls would do these really sexually explicit dances, but they're just little kids.
Yeah.
Because that's what they would see on TV. And missionaries would have a big problem. They'd be like, oh, don't let your kids do this kind of dance. I'm like, they're little kids. You're making it sexual to them. They're just
Right.
repeating a movement. Like you're making it weird, not the kid.
I still remember this dance.
A lot of people only know this from Snoop Dogg, but I mean, George Clinton, Parliament Funkadelic, Atomic Dog was. I sing this to my daughter when I'm giving her a bath.
Yeah.
Because it's just a fun, great song. And you can kids bop it up.
Yeah.
You know, it's not. My daughter doesn't have to know it's about going down on chicks, because listen, she's got plenty of time. So by Mary math,
8 years.
she's got 8 years. Yeah, that's
She'll be
right. She's got
stealing thongs.
8 years. Are these your thongs in the laundry when
That's
she's
so gross at
I don't want to
12.
have that conversation.
If I
Yeah.
showed you this dance and you pictured a 12-year-old doing it,
I don't want to
you go
picture
to
that.
jail.
That's
you can't picture a
pervy.
12-year-old
Yeah.
doing
Do
it.
the dance.
I'm not going to do the dance. You got to get down on all fours, and I
Say
don't.
hello to my ass.
You don't have a formal Friday repeat.
Yeah, I already showed my crotch last week. My dad called me last night and was like, "Are you guys dressing up tomorrow?" I was like, "Yes." He goes, "Be careful." I was like, "What?" He's like, "Just watch where your legs go." That's
Keep the
all."
kitty in the cage. Well, yeah, I mean, he had a junior hoe in his house, and he didn't even know it.
Right.
Now that he's been fully apprised, he's like, now I got a too little too late. What's your dad's name?
Tony.
Too little too late, Tony.
I remember our teacher was walking around with one of those big long flashlights. She's like, you have to stay this length apart. And as soon as she would stick it in between us, and as soon as she would walk away, everyone would just go back to like twerking on little 12-year-old peen. I just can't believe that.
I can't stress enough that this was not a school function. This was a thing that they hired a DJ
I
to
know.
play
Yeah.
music.
No,
So there was supervision if you're like making out and stuff.
It was like a
but
rec night.
Yeah.
grinding on each other.
My kids would go to something like this at
Yeah.
the Natatorium in Cuyahoga Falls. And
Okay.
it was, I remember when they were in 6th grade, it was the cool thing to do.
Oh, yeah.
Like that's the first year you're in middle school. And then they were all excited about it, and then they go the 8th grade year and like, oh,
It's like a little
it's for
kid.
babies. It's like for 6th graders. I don't go for 6th graders, but then they still go. They'd still go, but they're just like
They just go to make fun of people.
I'm too cool for this.
Yeah.
I've got $1,000 here for you to win, a chance for you to help pay some bills or sock it away or whatever. Good luck.
Rover's Morning Glory wants to help with a chance at $1,000. We have your shot at $1,000 right now. Text the nationwide keyword LOVE, LOVE, to 200-200. You'll get a text confirming entry plus iHeartRadio info. Standard data and message rates apply in this nationwide contest. That's LOVE to 200-200. Good luck. From 100.7 WMMS.
Hey, thanks, guys. I was today years old when I found out what a whale tail was.
Oh, really?
I thought everybody knew that.
I knew that. That's
Well, maybe it's a
little
younger
triangle.
person. I don't know.
Pop it
Crusty thongs hidden in a mattress. Classy, somebody
yeah.
says. Yeah!
You are not crusty. You're not. You're a
You
little
said you were
kid.
hand washing them in Dawn. That's what they used to clean ducks after an oil spill.
Yeah, because that was what was available to us. We were just like hiding in the bathroom trying to scrub them before our friends' parents caught us. Like it wasn't. Little girls are not. But man, I don't even want to talk about this. You're not. You don't have the same kind of.
It's not a sexual thing.
It's not even that it's not a sexual thing. Your body doesn't produce the same thing that grown women do. So
I
your
understand
underwear don't get
all
crusty.
that. I understand all that. For the purposes of the hyperbole, they did get crusty.
Ugh,
all
no,
right?
I don't like
and
that.
stuck under a mattress. Whatever.
I don't want you to. 12-year-old me was not crusty.
Well, I don't know. You guys are like...
Does that mean you are now?
More prone to it.
Are you still scrubbing them in Dawn?
Yeah, but now I have a specific like Brillo pad.
Yeah.
For this
Steel wool.
Yes.
It gets grease out of your way.
Out.
She has a grill scrubber.
Yes.
That's what she uses.
I put them all on the counter, and then I take my grill brush and I just.
Yeah. Somebody suggested to film 18 Years a Slut.
Hey, there you go.
I think that's a little unfair. Just because you were wearing a thong at 12.
Yeah.
To.
We didn't do anything.
Right. You just wanted to
But there
send
was-
out the signals.
That's the thing, is there always was like, it's a lot of tension and like trying to figure it out when you're that age. But then there's also those kids that are doing stuff.
I did.
Yeah.
I did my first
I
thing
made
at 11.
out. Made out was all I did until I was 15, 14.
It's really gross thinking about how young I was when I did that.
Oh God, when my older kids were younger, I was like, Jesus, that's how old I was when I started making out with girls.
Yeah.
And I couldn't even fathom, because you think you're like, hey, I'm
I'm a man.
well, not a man, but you're like, I'm in the 7th grade, man. It's
Time
time
to
to
get
start
going.
doing stuff.
I went to
Right.
my friend's birthday party. He was in 7th grade. I was in 6th grade. And I made out with a girl there. And everybody was, like, if you were making out, you'd stand in the corner and then everybody would stand around you and go, like, start cheering and stuff.
Really?
And it was so
We
weird.
would like hide.
But
I
it
would
was-
like take boys to other parts of the basement or like behind the shed or something.
God,
like,
you were a
not-
slut.
I wasn't a slut. I had boyfriends.
You were curious.
Yeah, that's.
I had the
normal
same
stuff.
boyfriend for like all of 6th grade.
Run away with me.
That's insane.
Let's go hide.
I know. We were
To
like
have,
young.
like, I think my longest boyfriend or
like
girlfriend when
6
I was
months
in
that we were
6th,
together.
7th grade was like 2 months.
yeah.
And that was a long time.
My daughter is coming out of her sophomore year in the fall. She'll be a junior in high school. Her boyfriend is coming out of his senior year. Okay, and he's a super nice guy. And my daughter is beautiful and a wonderful human being. But yeah, I've met this guy on a couple of occasions, right? Because they perform in these productions and things. And I'm like, you better not even be thinking about, which on one part of my brain is classic dad thought. On the other part of your brain, you go, it's completely unrealistic
Yeah.
that nothing's happening. I'm like, now I don't think that is happening, but yeah, there's probably
something
some
happening.
things. Yeah. Alan,
like-
I'm 29, and I also went to the Brook Park Rec Dances. The
Hey.
big song was Bad Touch
Bad.
from the
Oh.
Bloodhound Gang, right?
Yes.
I'd appreciate your input. Boy, is this that old? Is this, what, 97 or something? Bad Touch?
This wasn't that. I mean, they would play it, yeah, but this wasn't one that I was like waiting for. That person's
weren't waiting for
probably
the
a boy.
Bad
This
Touch
is
by
one
the
for
Bloodhound
like
Gang.
the
It's
boys.
like little boys like this.
Yeah, because they say let's do it like they do on the Discovery Channel.
and they
so
would,
they're
like-
yeah.
1999. Whatever happened to Jimmy Pop and the Bloodhound Gang?
I'm not sure.
They were the pride of Philly. Yeah. Put your hand on my pants, and I bet you'll feel nuts.
Oh my God, the boner
it's so
song.
stupid.
The Too Close. That song was another one.
From Next.
Yes, that was another one that was like grab a partner.
I remember that being in the club.
Rub
when
my butt
I
on
would
ya.
do club appearances. Yeah, I
Yeah.
do remember that.
12. Then I think my niece is like 11 or 12 right now, and I'm like, oh my God, just get it. Yeah. Oh my God, yes. We would call this the boner song.
I gotta say, I'm fascinated by
Our song.
We did.
Well, that's what it's about. I mean, I'm fascinated by these bands, R&B, whatever you want to call them, who would get these club bangers going, right? They'd have a huge hit. They just couldn't replicate it. It's not like this was some amazing song that was reinventing the wheel.
Right.
Why couldn't they just do 5 more versions of, like, same thing, just change up the lyrics? How do you have just one hit with a song that sounds like 100 other ones? Just replicate it, and you'll have more hits.
The producer probably works with someone else and makes another song like that, and that's how you get.
Right, so you
5
get
of
them
the-
back, and then you take another one of those songs. They're just passing the same songs around.
Yeah, but
it's like musical
I feel
chairs.
like
It
a lot of
eventually
times-
lands on your band, and then,
A lot of times they do songs that sound like their original hit, and they just don't catch on.
Yeah. We did slow songs too. My Boo with Usher and Alicia Keys.
Oh
that
my
was a
God!
big one.
I remember that when
Yes,
Confessions came out.
Yes.
It was Dilemma.
Oh, Dilemma.
Dilemma.
Was the, oh.
Nelly and Kelly Rowland.
Yeah, that's Nelly and Kelly Rowland.
Yeah.
But both
that,
of those, yeah.
that one was really big in the Philippines. So
yeah.
anywhere I'd walk, like you'd hear that song on all
Nelly,
the time.
I love you.
Because it's a side piece song.
Need you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, My Boo by Usher and Alicia. That was a big one. What else was around that time? But yeah, we had slow songs to like. That was what was
Yeah.
funny because we would like grind on each other, but then for slow songs we'd be
But you were
like
grinding on boys?
grinding on
Yeah.
boys. Yes.
Because I don't remember in middle school anyone doing, like in high school, yes, absolutely. But in middle school, everybody was still like boys on one side of the
Nope.
room, girls on the other side
Nope,
of the room.
nope.
And maybe it was just the friends that
Even
I was
when I
hanging
was in
out
middle
with,
school,
But yeah.
Even when I was in middle school, in our school dances, that's why they came around and separated people with
Because of the
flashlights.
grind on MTV, that's why you did
Damn
that.
Eric Neese, it's all his fault. Handsome son of a bitch. I did not have a middle school or junior high experience even remotely close to that. Catholic school K through 12.
Yeah.
So if you got, I mean, not even leave room for the Holy Ghost, right? Like they'd come by and like smack you on the back of the leg if it even looked like you were going to get, if you even started like salivating or something.
And with Mormons, you couldn't even go to a dance till you were 14. So I might have missed a lot.
Oh.
So like I could go to school dances once I was 14. So I had to wait until I was in. I could go to after school dances. This is
Ninth
the
grade.
weirdest. Like, but if it was night, I couldn't go. And I'm like, Mom, I'm not dancing with anybody. I'm hanging out with my friends. And
Right.
she's like, those are the rules. So when I could finally go to them, I was already behind because I was like the smallest kid already. But it was just like, I don't know. I just never felt comfortable at them. And then
Yeah.
the Mormon dances, you would slow dance with a different person every single dance. Like you weren't supposed to dance with the same person twice in a row because you were supposed to get to know people and learn how to treat people like with respect and ask them questions and
Oh, wow.
make sure that people didn't feel left out.
Wow.
Do you want to talk to Jill Amina again?
Yeah.
She's on the phone. Hello.
Hello, Alan.
How are you?
I'm good. I just wanted to tell Mary how you're not supposed to wash your panties even when you're little.
Oh, at all?
No, the stink makes the boys just keep on coming.
Okay, I didn't realize.
I feel like we established there was no stink.
He said even now.
I also feel like there was
At a young
probably,
age.
was there ever a time when you were little?
Oh yeah, I'm not like my sister. My sister, she started screwing around when she was like in 4th grade. I was probably in
4th
6th
grade. Wow, all right. So you were a late bloomer is what you're saying.
No, 6th grade, Alan.
Oh, 6th, well, right, but if 4th grade, then you were a late bloomer if you were 6th grade.
No, my sister was 4th grade. Are you listening to
Yes.
me at all?
Yes.
If she was 4th grade and you were 6th grade, then you were a late bloomer. Ha, 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 right?
Well,
Yeah, keep
I
up.
was
Come
with
on.
the girls in 6th grade, so you tell me.
Yeah. All right.
Alan,
Yeah. Yes. I'm trying.
I was
Yeah.
I was trying to show you have to do this to me and you make me laugh.
Are
Oh,
you
I'm
short
sorry.
of breath? Do you have COVID-19?
Oh, no. Do you have COVIDs 1 through 18 by any chance?
I just can't breathe. I got the lung disorder.
Okay. She got the vapors.
The sickness.
Alan, I'll call you when I'm more prepared.
All right, are you okay?
Yes, I am.
Okay, good.
Everything about me is okay.
Yeah, okay. Well, there's Jillamina. Maybe she does have this sickness. That would be so sad if that were the case. All right, I got to take a break. If you want to send a text, 35192, AlanCoxShow.com. You can listen on the iHeartRadio app. Get yourself a breather and be back after these.
The Alan Cox Show on 100.7 WMMS. And everywhere you go on our free iHeartRadio.